Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Let's go.
There he goes again. Oh, looks like Anthony Davis.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Rockets. They've had a great season, and we'll look to extend that into the playoffs.
And seeing where the Rockets are, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
Well, given their talent, there's no reason to think they can't take it up another level. Over a long season, most teams will go through ups and downs.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the center, locking down the middle. Nice shot by Thompson. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still very tough every game.
Rockets on offense. Here's Eason. Out to Thompson. Takes the three. It's all in by George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 6 to shoot, and he's good on the three ball. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Şengün with the bucket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Coulibaly. Last time out, he had 14 points. Tries from 10, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Coulibaly. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Eason.
Oh,
And Johnson with the dunk.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. KD's got his second basket of the game.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Back to George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Johnson's shot is off.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul. Shepard's checked in for Tari Eason.
Rockets substitution. Number 15. Reed Shepard.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Shoots the three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Shepard. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Now Carrington. Drives to the hoop. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Katie with it. He brings up the ball for Houston. Trailing by 4. In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's George. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
There's a minute 40 left to play here in the first. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Brian Keefe. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his shoulder, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. For the Wizards, Champagne's checked in, and it's Ryan in for Carlton Carrington. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Thompson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shepard with the ball. He's guarded by Johnson. Okogie for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there. Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Shepard the pass to Okogie. From downtown, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, that's a little easier to do out on the perimeter.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. And the Wizards making a change here. Pass to Champagnie.
Watch him.
And he lays it straight in. Champagnie's got 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Shepard. From past the arc, buries it from three-point range.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Washington with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
So on the floor for Houston. Green is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Okogie into the 2.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Oh, that was amazing! Oh, my goodness!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow, sometimes not even there at all.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
There's Green with the three, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Got a piece of it.
No.
It's stolen by
Yeah,
Shepard.
come on. This time, get it. Somebody's running.
Pass to Şengün. Lets it go with the three.
Take that,
It's
though.
good from long range. And now a 3-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Carrington. 17-foot shot on the way. And the shot goes down. Carrington's got 4 points this quarter. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. Wizards making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Green. Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Şengün's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 for the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Vukcevic. Back to Carrington. Down low. Vukcevic, good. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handles.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. George finds Carrington. And here is Johnson. Rocket 6. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Rockets leading by 5. KD on the wing. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Wizards have gone 4-6 and 4 in the second. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back over to you, Kevin.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Rockets have gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Carrington. Now, here's George. Inside. And it's George finishing it off.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. So 3 from Johnson. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Durant, the pass to Easton. From deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And starting for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Heat.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
Durant finds Thompson. Smith outside. KD on the wing. Beyond the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. KD's got 13. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Washington Wizards.
Sometimes you try on defense and still get scored on. And that's what's happening right now. They're struggling to find the answers, Shaq.
Got to tighten up, that's all I'll say.
And time now to swing it. Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Trey Johnson has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
They've got Keyshawn George. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Back to Johnson. Pass to Carrington. From outside the arc. Rebound by Smith.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats, arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. The Rockets 4th.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
Here's Johnson.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And let's take a look now on Thompson's numbers.
Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Johnson outside. To end the run. Sengun with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Smith's shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
But just no way for the D to handle it. Great crossover to get free. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Off target on the 15-footer.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Now Carrington. Johnson outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Carrington with the ball. Working on Thompson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see it. That's your point guard getting up.
And just so long and elusive on the drive. Durant, excellent at finding ways to navigate inside.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategies. And Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Green is checked in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Tari Eason. 1:56 left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson double team. And again, Washington no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Gill is checked in for the Wizards. So it's the Wizards now. Carrington finds Coulibaly. Back to Carrington. Takes it from 10, and that's good for 2. Carrington's got 4 points in the quarter. Rockets leading by 23. And you watch Bub Carrington, you know, Tim, for a young player, he has got a real feel for this game.
Yeah, Kevin, he quickly processes things out there. He's got great anticipation at both ends. And I'll tell you what, he's just getting started.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Champagnie. And a miss there on the triple. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the paint. Here's Şengün. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 4th assist in this one. Johnson against Thompson. And again, Washington no good. 1 second left, and KD finishes inside. KD's got 25 points in the game. And so it's Houston out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Rockets, Clint Capella is out there with Green. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. And here's Green outside. Here's Capella, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now here's Hardy. And he banks in the layup.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Now Shepard. They kick it out to Green. The tray. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Washington. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's the drive, and it's Hardy with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And here's Green outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And George, here we go. No good from 11 feet. The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. A 3-ball and another 3 for Houston.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And Washington making a change here. Vukcevic is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Holiday's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hardy. And he fires in.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Holiday with the 3. The shot missing. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here's George. To Champagny, 5 on the clock, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Finney-Smith passes to Green. Back to Finney-Smith. 3-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Outside, George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. 2 points, that one goes.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
On the wing, Johnson. Johnson with the dunk.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for Houston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves. Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Crawford right side. From the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Carrington in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Okogie, the pass to Shepard. It's Crawford on the wing. Outside, Green. And Houston again with the bucket.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Shepard. Lays it up off the glass.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Carrington with the ball. So we see Houston taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Perfect game. KD. I thought he was supposed to be back. Be honest. Okay.
Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz.
For their matchup with the Magic, they're going to have to play flawless in that one. An opponent like that will punish mistakes, but I wouldn't be shocked if they were able to win.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Sam Hauser out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Derek White, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. Now here's White. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. And the three-pointer goes. All right, Richard, All-Star Weekend is in the rearview mirror now. Some new roads ahead for some teams, though.
Yeah, there are definitely some teams out there that have a very different outlook right now. It's an exciting time of year to be a fan, though.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
White, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Rollins. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. On the wing, Kuzma. To the inside. A shot from the mid-range. Boston pulls it in, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Porter, the pass to Turner. Kuzma outside. From outside, off the mark. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Brown, no good. Green against Brown. And here's Porter outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the three, die by the three. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Kuzma outside. Here's Green. Good as the jump shot falls.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. PA?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
From outside the arc, the rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Rollins. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Porter. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by White. Boston has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Porter from outside. Another miss by Porter. The Celtics with the lead. Oh, nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his second basket on the night.
Oh, he's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
Kuzma, the pass to Rollins. Kuzma down low, defended by Hauser. Turner, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that one's good.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside, Green. Kuzma outside. And the Bucks miss again. Boston leading by 6. Up top, Hauser. Here's Shireman. No good on the 3. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possessions should make this a much more contested game.
And he's really an assertive offensive presence. Kuzma shows no mercy when attacking the defense.
So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Turner. Jang comes in for Green. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Rollins. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Porter Jr. Out to the right wing. Outside Pritchard. Here's the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Pritchard against Thomas. Into the lane.
Just such a strong guard. Thomas can muscle his way into any area.
Pass to Benton. To the paint. Here's Gonzalez. Defended by Kuzma. 3-pointer Pritchard. Knocks down the long J. Pritchard's got 6 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Thomas. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Walsh. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Boston?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the 3. And the basket by Trent.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Celtics lead by 9. Pritchard, the pass to Queta. Here's Walsh. Hits a three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Portis with a screen on Pritchard. Portis outside. This one for 3. Drains the triple.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. When Cam Thomas has the ball, Richard, it can be a tough cover for the defense.
You watch for screens, and then you have to choose. If you overplay him, he'll drive to his mid-range shot. But if you gap him, he can hit the triple too.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you, B.A.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Jang. Green comes in for Jackson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Trent. Celtics lead by 9. Inside. White finds Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. And it's Thomas with the rebound. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Good work defensively by White.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Oh, look at Brown. Bang it inside.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Pass to Thomas. Outside, Green. Here's Porter. That shot missing.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And he makes it. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And here's Thomas. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive in getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
Here's Queta. And Turner with the block.
The offense really feeling the effects of Turner's 7'4" wingspan there.
Rollins, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Vucevic, he's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Pritchard.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Porter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Here's White. Slayed it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Celtics lead by 16. Richard, looking at your career, 17 years in the league. How'd you survive the grind of a regular season that many years?
Well, one, you got to take care of your body. And two, evolution is the key to success. I was a different player when I was year 3 than I was at year 15. You have to continue to evolve.
Here's White. White coming through.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Hey, yo. Kuzma outside. Back to Porter. Turner, screen on White. An open look for Porter. Boston pulls it in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Vucevic, the pass to White. Here's Brown. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Rollins. 1:06 left in the first half. Here's Porter. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Porter's got 5 now.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Brown. The three is up. Can't get it to go. 5 for 11 in the game now. Left side Porter. Here's Rollins. He's guarded by White. Here's Rollins. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Boston leading by 13. Here's White, and Turner with the block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's Boston in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
And next up on the docket, thanks for tuning in.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Green out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Rollins in at the 2. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Green missing. Boston leading by 13. Here's Brown. Takes it inside. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Look, that was good defense. But Brown, he's just too good and just continues all the way through.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in this matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
And the jam by Brown.
Come on, Jaylen. That's just ridiculous.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Rollins. Pass to Turner. Lots of room. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Back to Brown. White for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
The Bucks trail by 20. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Now here's Kuzma, defended by Hauser. Turner for 3. Hauser grabs the board.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
It's Brown on the wing. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Peyton Pritchard.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
Porter against White. Porter the pass to Turner. And here's Kuzma. Now Turner looking to end the run. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
And he sinks the second.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Hammered home by Green.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that coming.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Here's White. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Kuzma outside. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. There's a screen by Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Turner's got 5.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting.
The Bucks making a switch here. Thomas has checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for Brown. Outside White. Here's Pritchard. Good on the jump shot. Give him 8.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Down low. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Outside White. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Cam Thomas picks one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to White. Back to Pritchard. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. They host the Hawks after this one. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. Back to Green. Now here's Thomas. Beyond the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. White for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Thomas misses.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Here's Hauser. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Kept alive.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts. This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. A different look for Milwaukee. Jang, he's checked in for Kuzma. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Green. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. The Celtics also with a sub. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Pritchard. Thomas against White. It's Thomas on the wing. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over White. No good from 11 feet. And there's the drive. And down it goes. 2 points. White's got 15 points in just the second half. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Boston out in front, delivering the blowout. And we'll return shortly. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Milwaukee with the ball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Queta in at the 5.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Pritchard to the right side. Here's Garza. Knocks down the triple.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Pass to Thomas. Looking to get back on track. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Here's Walsh. Here's Queta, defended by Portis. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Turner's checked in.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. No good on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Gonzalez. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks shooting 47% in this one, looking efficient. They grab their own miss. Porter the pass to Thomas. Here's Portis. Yep, that one's good.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
3-pointer Pritchard. They get it back. Here's Queta. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Porter looks it over. Over Pritchard. Porter's shot is off.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And Boston again with the bucket. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. The rebound, Celtics.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Pass to Walsh. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Walsh has got 6 here in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Stolen. Here's Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And there it is for them.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Rebound Boston. Kidd has got his 6th rebound on the night. Boston's gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. Back to Pritchard. Takes the 3. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaylen Brown.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Pritchard, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Pritchard hits them both. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From downtown, Porter's shot is off. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And he drives in. Yep, that one goes.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Misses from short range. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for that matchup against the Rockets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Bron. Jokic is out there with Johnson. And it's Strawther in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Bailey out there with John Conchar. Then it's George. Then it's Williams. And it's Filipowski in at the center, locking down the middle. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring.
Here's the three. Rebound, Utah. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in Mile High City.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Bailey. Jokic grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And they pick up 2. Jokic just got his second bucket.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop now.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Here's Murray. Here's Strawther. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Good read from Murray right there, getting it out to the shooter.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Denver making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about time, it's also about timing.
And that's the kind of league pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Murray. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a deficit.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And the basket is good. Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Conchar. 3-pointers off the mark. Denver leading by 5. To the inside. Here's Jones, and the shot goes in. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Denver. And so he makes both from the line. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Henry.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Bailey, following the basket by Jokic. Now, here's Brown. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:35 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Williams. Back to George. Nice ball movement by Utah. The 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Love check in for Utah. Collier comes in for Williams. Pass to Conchar. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the court.
Jones kicks to Hardaway. Fires from deep. Utah with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Conchar with it. Pass to Filipowski. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Hardaway from outside drills the three-pointer. Hardaway's got his second basket of the night. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
We've got Kevin Love, and it's Collier at the point. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Murray, good.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
To the right side. And here's Love from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Good on the shot. Collier's got 4 this quarter.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Tries the spin move. For 3, Murray. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Utah making a change here. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Nuggets number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Hinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Now, here's Jokic. 35 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
George against Murray. George with the bucket.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
The Nuggets leading by 15. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Bailey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Here's Hinson. The Nuggets getting the bucket.
There you go.
George looking over the floor. Shot clock at 5. Williams for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Murray down low. Working on George. Murray, no good. George with the ball. Out guarded by Murray. Another miss by Utah.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Williams passes to Love. Pass to Bailey. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
The Nuggets leading by 20. Here's Jokic. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Bailey. Here's Williams, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So both teams making some changes here. Now, here's George. 7 points in the game. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lets it go from 14. And he gets the jumper to drop. George has got 9 points.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Jazz trail by 20. Here's George. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans. Here's Filipowski. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Gets the front of the rim and out. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 18. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for Denver, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Nuggets.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
The Nuggets leading by 18. So on the floor for Denver. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Johnson is out there with Jokic. And it's Strother in at the 3 spot.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
Here's Bailey. Following the score by Jamal Murray. Give a step back. The shot, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles. Then a national championship in college. And now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Good on the triple. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
Nice ball movement by Utah.
Switch.
Now Bailey. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's George. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Murray. High post Johnson. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And the Jazz all-time here. Jones checked in for the Nuggets. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Jokic, number 1.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Murray against George. Outside Williams. Another miss by Utah.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Here's Brown. The three-pointer, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to George. Now Bailey. Covered by Brown.
Come around.
Bonchar with it. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the things you like about Brown is that he's just got a good feel for how to play and how to get his offense going from a variety of spots.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. From deep, Jokic. It's hauled in by George. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And it's Murray penetrating. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Jazz have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on the next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Big group substitution here for Denver. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Filipowski passes to Collier. Here's the screen. Back to Filipowski. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Collier's got 6.
Some loud hustle points right there. My goodness.
On the wing, Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Pass to Jones. And here is Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Out to the wing. Here's Mikhailuk. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mikhailuk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Nuggets leading by 21. Pickett passes to Valanciunas. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Hardaway for 3. Here's Pickett. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Pickett's got his first 2 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Off target from outside. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got George, also Collier out there, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. And Denver has possession, following the bucket by the Jazz. Murray, good. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
Murray down low. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Love with the screen on Brown. Now Love. Oh, good with the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The Nuggets leading by 23. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got his first points of the night.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Here's Sensabaugh. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Timeout. Timeout.
Sensabaugh has got 4 points this quarter. And so David Adelman calls the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Conchar can't get it to go.
Really good work by the defense to protect the rim and alter the shot.
Murray, no good.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And once again, off the mark by Utah.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams passes to Filipowski. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Murray. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Here's Bailey. Back to George. For 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jokic inside. Defended by Filipowski. Holmes passes to Jokic. Shoots over Filipowski. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 20 points.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
Now here's Williams. Outside, George. Pass to Conchar. This one for 3. George, no good. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 15-6 run.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Boy, he was a man-child menace on the boards, outworking everybody. Boy, that's a tone setter for this team, too.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Murray, good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Jamal, I know you're a competitor. Coming off of a tough loss, what was the mindset coming into this game?
Just a hit-first mentality. You know, we really need it as a team, and we just want to come here and not even call the first time out and just hit hard. So that's exactly what we did.
You were the aggressors from the get-go, and it paid off. Thanks so much, Jamal.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jamal Murray.
I'm going to take a quick break and come back around 10 for the last game. But appreciate everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Taking a short break. We'll be back around 10 for the Clippers game. Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium, light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium.